Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am making today's video about IoT. Now, what was the word? I don't know if you caught yourself. I said, oh, IoT, what's the next word you say? So I say IoT, you say or at least think the word devices. And ladies and gentlemen, I see a change happening. It's not so much about the devices anymore. That has been accomplished, I'll say, in the sense of they're out there now. The devices are out there, and whoever had the idea, if it was their mission to put IoT devices out, they succeeded. Additionally, look at the social construct. When you have the word IoT in your head, you think devices. Unless you're one of the very few late teen, early 20s people, you probably think IoT tech. And that is the right way to think of it. But why am I saying all that? Well, over the course of that long weekend we just had, as you know, I mentioned it before, the amount of time I put into crypto study was immense. So I started to really say, wait a minute. And what caused me to think in a different way was Onyx coin, XCN, because initially that was purely IoT. And then we had their talk about their quote-unquote former parent company, Chain. And then we had, when you started pulling up information on it, you hear lending platform. And I'm like, how does that all work? So right away, yeah, you could put that whole pie chart thing from the meme where people think in higher math. I just started going with it. And I said, wait a minute. Oh, they're using IoT tech and applying that technology to, in this case, lending platforms, which are extremely popular and which are the new way that finance will be going. In 5-10 years, you're not going to take a loan out the way many of us grew up taking a loan out, or even recently started taking loans out. Pardon me for that. This weather is, whew. Now, I started to then apply it, what I was seeing, to the other ones I was looking at. So we had XCN, XYN. I was looking at those. I was looking at good old Jasmy, like my buddy Steve always talks about. And, well, when I looked at Jasmy, I was like, you're really going into identity. And thinking of Rich at Common Sense Crypto, and he and I are definitely on the same page on this. We need protections. We need to be able to secure our digital identities and have ownership because of the technology that's out there now. And we need a way to transfer that ownership. Let's say you write a book or do something, and it has some type of social impact. You're going to want to be able to pass down your legacy. And in an emerging tech world, Jasmy could be a very surprising crypto. And it depends on quite a few variables, but could be a long-term hold that's just being traded up and down, everything. And then you have Plume, and so let's see, I mentioned those four. And of course, good old Velo and SHX. Now, I don't want to go really into all those. You can look those up yourself or individually, and Spent about a good 10-15 minutes maybe researching each one of them. So figure at the most an hour. And you're definitely going to see what I'm talking about. You might not agree, and if you do all that and you see it from a different perspective, please leave your comments. I love them. But yeah, I just wanted to really bring up the idea that this emerging tech starts off one way, and it may continue to be used that way, but tech is tech. It's a matter of how you apply that tech. So I really wanted people to really notice those coins, and I'll tag them in the description here. It'll probably pull a few of you in, and I'm not trying to really garner views with the hashtags. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but that's how a lot of you got here. But it's definitely something where I learned to help catalog and library what I'm talking about, what I look into, and I really wish I did it before in the internet world, because it really would have been interesting to see the evolution of things. So start looking at those traditionally IoT coins, I would say. Of course, this is not financial advice. You do what you want. But yeah, I would say look at the tech behind those coins, and then visualize it as your favorite board game. Chess, backgammon, what we in the US call Chinese checkers. I forget what that's called elsewhere. Some game of strategy and at least a modicum of skill. And then just see how these players are interacting, because we got this huge game that got put on our lap, and quite frankly, we got to play it. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yes. Let me know what you think about my solution regarding that noisy rattle. What it was this phone rattling within this cage, because New York roads are excessively bumpy. You know, talk about a misapplication of funds and bad direction. I am literally dodging very large potholes from this extremely cold weather and all that other stuff. Anyway, you're not here about the weather. So yes, that is real quick video today. My apologies for putting up yesterday's video up so late. I was just unsure about it because, quite frankly, I was like, you know. And then I said, all right, at least I'll get the basic idea out. There we go. Got people there. All right, sorry about that. It's just that's that yield section that's not that great. So yeah, my apologies if yesterday's video wasn't really up to snuff, but the gist of what I was saying is very important, and that's about it. So thank you, everyone. Let me know what you think about IoT, Internet of Things, how the tech is moving away from just devices to different applications of that tech. All right, take care, everyone. Try to be good to each other. Peace.